Hal Jordan sided with Superman after he killed the Joker and assisted Clark in many crimes, including throwing Atlantis in the desert, holding government officials hostage, and still sided with Superman after he murdered Green Arrow in cold blood. In year 2, Ganthet ordered Superman to cease his rule over Earth so Earth can choose its own path. Superman asks Ganthet if he watched Krypton die without interfering, but he doesn't respond. Clark lashes out at him and tells him to get the hell off his planet. When they all leave, Sinestro appears behind Clark and tells him he will help Clark against the Guardians if needed. Ganthet then orders Hal Jordan to return to Oa and commands Guy Gardner to protect Earth in his stead. Back in Oa, Hal pleads with the Guardians and tells them what Superman is doing, what's best for Earth. Afterwards, Kilowog says he's going to take a squad of Lanterns to Earth to arrest Superman and bring him here for trial. He then asks Hal to turn over his ring until this is over. Hal hesitates and blasts them all away, refusing to go down without a fight. He flies away, but the Guardians stop him. Hal continues to try to convince them that Superman is saving lives, but Kilowog knocks him out, and John Stewart takes his ring away while Kilowog and his squad fly to Earth to fight Superman. Hal gets imprisoned, but John Stewart frees him, and they head to Earth to stop the fight. On Earth, Superman enters Billy Batson's class and carries him away in front of everyone. Billy says he has no idea how he's going to explain this to his classmates the next day, but Clark apologizes and tells him the Watchtower's sensors picked up several objects heading towards Earth very fast. He drops Billy, and he says the magic words. Hawkgirl reveals to Shazam and Superman that it's the Green Lanterns, since Sinestro told her, and there are many of them coming. Kilowog orders Superman to come with him back to Oa to talk with the Guardians. Superman says he can't leave, and Hawkgirl asks the Green Lanterns about the whereabouts of Hal Jordan, but they do not respond. Superman calls up Cyborg and tells him to take the shot. At the Watchtower, Cyborg strikes them with a giant laser blast from space. The Green Lanterns are knocked down for a few seconds, but charge straight at Superman and the others. Superman tells Kilowog this is stupid and he can move faster than a thought, so Green Lanterns are nothing to him. Suddenly, Clark falls from the sky and hits the Earth. He opens his eyes to see a ring-wearing squirrel hovering above him. Chip says he's small, which means he can think small, and he's thinking so small that he's stopping synapses from firing in Superman's brain. Back at the Watchtower, Luthor gives in to Sinestro's manipulation and decides to free him so he can help Superman in the Green Lantern War. They stop Superman and trap Shazam and Hawkgirl. Kilowog tells Chip to keep Superman asleep until they get to Oa, but Chip's head suddenly starts bleeding, and he's immediately killed by none other than Sinestro. The battle breaks out again, and Hal and John are alerted of Chip's death. When they arrive, they try to break up the fight, but to no avail. Suddenly, the entire Sinestro Corps pulls up, and Sinestro tells them to stand down, since there's no point in fighting. A concerned Superman asks Sinestro what this is, and Sinestro says, "This is how you win a war." Kilowog and the other Lanterns decide to yield and ask to return to Oa with their wounded and dead friends, but Sinestro and Superman say no, and they must exterminate the Green Lanterns.